Alright, well, update at the Procrastinator's Garage. Procrastinated Monday shop chat, I guess you call it. It's, day is it today? It's Wednesday. Well, I have the date in the title. The 8th, 9th. I was supposed to have a job today. So that's when I had the dentist. I did take a couple days off. Did the guy's car yesterday. Gave me $55. This guy was the $100 job today. He didn't show up. So, but then I got a job there. This Ben Bolts. I'm doing an engine detail on him, for him. It was funny, we're talking to him, and he kind of sounded a little familiar, and then I asked him his first name, he said Ben, and I'm writing it down, he goes, Bolts, and I'm like, I worked with a guy, Ben Bolts. He asked me what my name was, and I told him my name, and he's like, yeah, we used to work together at the Loop Center. And he was surprised, so that was awesome, we get to see him. I haven't seen him in like probably 4 or 5 years. It was funny, man. We at the Loop Center, it was mainly me, Ben, and Steve. Steve was the manager. He, I think he's like 6 years older than I am or so, 6, 7, so he's pretty close, in generation type, you would say, like how we grew up with technology and stuff like that. And then Ben, he was only 18, he was just out of high school. But the three of us got along together, like, really well and worked together well. We'd have our fights every once in a while, yell at each other or something. Why'd you do that, So, but yeah, that'll be cool. And then I got a shampoo job Saturday. I'm doing a guy that, on the exterior of his truck, I'm doing a buff, polish, and wax. He's been coming to me, I think this will be his 3rd, 4th time, and then his sister comes all the way from Chautauqua, come down, drop her Jeep off. She's got a red Jeep, and then go visit with them. So, and then this Capital Motors job is a 34-foot driving motorhome. And the funny thing is I don't know, I might have mentioned this in previous videos, but they, they're a high volume, car sales basically, and you can get cheap ones, you can get high-end ones. I think they move a lot of cars. And they were looking for a detailer, and I was, unemployed for a while, and I had, got laid off from the other detail shop, so I had more experience, I knew what to do, and so I applied there, and I called about 2 weeks later, and they said they were still looking. They said they weren't really in a big hurry to find somebody because they had one person, they were looking for another person. So they said they keep me in mind. Well, I can't remember, like, it was just before I started my business. Well, then I started my business, and like that first summer, it was about, June when they called me. It was a month after I'd opened the shop here. Yeah, you still looking for a job? I'm like, no, I got my own business. Well, they just called me was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, and asked me if I do motorhomes. I was like, yeah. So I gave them a price about of $100 just to do, a detail inside. It's not exterior. And then to shampoo it, I told them $10 an hour to shampoo it. So then I got a brand new truck wash and wax I'm doing there. Thursday, Friday I'm off. My lady called me, was Monday, and then I tried calling her back and I never got a message. Well, then she called me Tuesday. She got 2 vehicles. She wants a bronze detail, minivan, and a car. So there's $175. I'm gonna work the weekend. Because now I'm glad I did, because now I just lost $100. But that that was the only day. You know, they both work odd schedules, so got to do that on the weekend. So then, but you know, the 21st. So basically, I'm booked until the, you know, the 21st. I mean, I got the 17th. Well, I'm gonna keep the 17th open, I think, and then Friday the 18th, I'll schedule something because I have a feeling he might want me to do the outside of that motorhome, and I might not get the whole inside done, and I'll be able to finish it on Wednesday. It's going to be a light day. I should be able to do this truck 4 or 5 hours, so I still have another good 4 hours to work on the motorhome. And if they want, you know, if he wants the outside of the motorhome done, you know, I could start washing it then, and then Thursday I can, you know, wax it, polish it, like I did my dad's RV. I got some videos of that too in the past, doing that. Really makes a big difference. So, so I called my buddy Newt, and he's got these tanks. These were all bubbling before. You know, I'm not a motorcycle guy, but you know, it started actually lifting the Bondo. You know, there were spots in here where it was flaking out, but this tank's in pretty rough shape. You know, we just de-ate it with 80 grit, you know, and kind of cleaned her up. There's like a little something something right there, so I don't know what we're gonna do there. I think I'm gonna leave it for now, and we're just gonna do the Bondo work on here for now. He got this other stuff, because they didn't have Duraglass. I told them Duraglass because we got some other lightweight. I got some of this lightweight filler we could use over the Duraglass, but they had this Bondo glass, short strand reinforced fiberglass filler. So I've never seen this brand before. You know, I've always used the Evercoat brand, the Everglass. So making you guys dizzy going back and forth. But so yeah, he's gonna come over. He's the one that's hard to get over here. You know, he had that Blazer over here. He's coming over then. Then he's got this other tank he got from somebody that they like added. You know, I mean, come on. You know, this is gonna look just ugly on a tank, on a bike, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 2-piece tank, so let's. Yeah, that would be the top profile there. So, just gonna take the spreader, you know, throw some of that, oops, sorry, you know, take the spreader this way, just wipe it, and then I'll use some of that lightweight filler over the top of it. You know, he said he knows it's gonna be fucked up shape. But yeah, you know, it was like the paint was flaking off. I mean, I could just stick my nail in there and like, you know, flake big chunks off. So we're gonna block, you know, have them block this out with 80 grit. Well, I'm probably actually gonna work on this one. I'm gonna have them sand this one down, all the black primer off with 80 grit. Excuse me. So yeah, I gotta buy him a new gas cap cover. Oh, you taped it up, but I hit it with the frickin' DA. He told me not to worry about it, but I felt bad. You know, I got it. I told him buy one, because I don't even, you know, I don't even know where to get one. They're just basic covers, I guess. He said he might even have another one, but well, there shouldn't be any gas in them. They've been sitting all winter empty, and yeah. So where's the other half? Here's the other half. Same deal. Just crappy. And then we're just painting them black. I told him he should go with like a metallic black, something with the little something. Or even a little pearl in the clear or something. I don't think that would be too expensive. But then we'd have to do the rear fender, and you'd have to take that rear fender off of this bike. But yeah. So what else? Jess's niece isn't doing very well. She's on the bone marrow registry now. So yeah, her survival thing, I don't know. I don't know. That's the wrong word. I don't know. I'll turn that down a little. Yeah, what else? Taxes sucked. I did really good on my sales from 2012 to 2013. I more than doubled my sales. My business still showed a $2,000 loss, which I probably kind of attribute more to like that $2,000 went to John, the landlord, for the money I owed him for back rent. So we got to pay in $400 and some, and now I have to start paying in like quarterly or whatever, like Jess does. It's like $420 a month, or $420 per each time we got to pay. Like, you know, the first one due is here was on April 1st, and then the next one's like in 3 months, the next one's like in 4 months or 2 months, or I don't know. It's ridiculous. You know, it's freaking tax this, tax that, freaking, you know, and I got a letter a while back from the city of Eau Claire. You know, Jess got one like a year, maybe 2 years after she started the salon. She got a letter from the city of Eau Claire, and they want you to go through all your stuff for your business and put a value on it, you know, figure in depreciation, you know, like, okay, my Sada paint gun, you know, it's a $600 gun, but that's 11 years old now. It's not in the greatest shape. You know, it's probably only worth $300, you know, so that's what I would put. But it doesn't apply to my detailing business, so I don't have to do that. But like the Porter cable, random orbital polisher, the buffer, nothing really here. You know, my shop vac, air compressor, you know, even the pump sprayers, you know, shampooer, pressure washer, shop vac, yeah. So, and then they tax you on it. You know, it's ridiculous. Like, Jess didn't pay a whole lot in tax. I think hers was less than $100 a year, but it's ridiculous. Why should I have to pay tax on stuff that I've already bought, or, you know, my mom and dad had bought for me, my dad mostly. You know, most of the stuff I got from my dad before I started the business as Christmas presents. They were things I would put on my Christmas list. You know, I wanted a shop vac. You know, that shop vac's 14 years old at least. At least. You know, the hose reel, Dad bought me that for Christmas. The year before I started my business, I wanted it for the house, my garage. that tornado tool. He bought me that for Christmas. After the first summer I was doing it at home, or was it that Christmas before I started the business at home? Yeah, it was the yeah, because I had it that summer I started in my driveway. So I've been pretty lucky there. But it's time to upgrade, you know. I need a new tornado tool now, you know. It's $170 or whatever. I need a new shop vac, you know, and then the shop vac will go to the house. This one, I hate to be using it and it crap out on me, and then I'm kind of stuck here without a vacuum. I don't have a backup. Yeah, I would have to use my little spot stain remover thing vacuum. That would be the only thing I could do. Huh. Yeah, no, I'm kind of rambling. Sorry guys, it's probably boring, but this furnace is running a lot. It's supposed to be 70 today, but it's like 30 some degrees outside. I did kind of have it up a little because when to warm it up in here, but so yeah, I guess that's kind of what's going on today. You know, alright, camera just stopped. I don't know if I was recording too long again, probably like a 20-minute video maybe. But here's some shots of the tank and how I'm gonna paint it for them, and yeah, it's not today, you know. Just gonna get them ready and Bondo and all that. So alright guys, well, everybody have a good one. I'm just gonna go. Yeah. The camera was telling me it was time to go. So, thanks for watching guys. I appreciate all the comments, you know, and all the good positive reinforcement. Keeps me going. Alright, another little update. So we clean this up, stripped all the old primer off, just used the DA with 80 grit, and then he took the wire wheel, got in the crack. There was still, on one of these there was a lot of Bondo in one of them yet. So, gonna spread that heavier duty Bondo on it and filler, whatever. He wanted to go get some JB Weld. I know it's probably not the right way, but that's the way he wants to do it, and the customer's always right. So, I don't know anybody that would weld on it. I'm not going to mess with it. I don't want to burn through. And gonna lay some of that heavier duty stuff, you know, in these little spots. I'm not going to go hog wild. So, the rest of it I'll throw the lightweight filler over the top. Try and smooth her back out and then prime it. We found a crack like in the paint there, so we pretty much sanded that out. I told him to strip it, but of course, you know, customer's right. It's whatever he wants to do. So we're gonna get those. I'm gonna get these spread out, and we'll strip the rest of this primer crap off these tanks too eventually, but not today. So, alright, well, everybody have a good one. And I guess I'll be back later. Maybe I'll show you guys after I spread it or while I'm spreading it. So, maybe I'll give him the camera, record how we're spreading it. I don't know, something. Alright, here's a little shot. Little batter, little batter. A little more flatter once we get it sanded down. This one's gonna need some more. She's got still kind of a cave in. But this side, Not so much. Little bit. Little bit. I told him there's still gonna be a little bit, but he's fine with that. So, and then I just threw the rest of it on there. He threw a little JB Weld stuff on there. Or I did, actually. I spread that on there. So, he was going to, and he was like, ah, you better do it. So, it turned out a lot better that I did it. A lot less sanding. I mean, I got it pretty nice and smooth. Probably post a picture. So, Jess is on her way to come and get me. It's 4 o'clock. So, everybody have a good one. Thanks for watching.